Let's continue. Okay. Continue. Okay. Okay. Motherfuckers!
Turn your attention elsewhere. My business does not concern you. Thank you and farewell.
Okay.
What is it? I have work to do.
A note from your master.
What does it say? Ah, I knew this would happen. Just when I was starting to get good. Well, thanks, I guess.
Perhaps I could have a try at that. Braska.
Indeed. Allow me. I could do that for you.
It is a pleasure to see you again. Or perhaps you tire of the smells.
What now? Blood and damnation.
Yes.
Dwarven craft. Welcome, welcome. We sell only the strongest dwarven steel, folded over 100 times in the forges of Orzammar. In times like this, surely your group could use some extra protection on the road.
I'd rather buy information if you've got anything to sell.
I'll answer what I can, but my policy is not to sell things that don't belong to me.
Okay, let's see. What's happening in the city?
The Landsmeet's the big news. Every dusty noble estate in Denerim is airing its sheets, waiting for the Lord to ride into town.
What important people here?
It's the capital of Ferelden, so naturally the Queen and Regent are at the top. But the man who seems to be running the city guard is the new Arl Rendon Howe. Came in from somewhere up north. Every...
recognize you. From Ostagar. Andraste's blood. You're a Grey Warden. Duncan's apprentice. You killed my friend. And good King Kalen. I demand satisfaction, sir.
No way, you boys! I'll silence it permanently!
I have heard of the Grey Warden's prowess, and you seem more capable than you did at Ostagar. I won't throw my life away. Too many people depend on me, and I doubt guards would pose any challenge to you. But by word and deed here, you condemn yourself, sir.
If you have coin, welcome to our shop. If not, move along. Too many refugees blocking customers.
I'm not a refugee!
I didn't think so, sir. Too much flesh on the bones. You walk tall, proud, not hunched. Sad times in Ferelden.
Know anything special about Denerim?
Better trade cities to the north, but plenty good trade here. Now with war and blight, business is bad.
Show me what you have.
Oh, yes.
Okay. All of his skill and sundry. Holy shit. That's cheap distillation agent. Cheap, cheap, cheap.
Indeed.
Nine and 48, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, 48. No, it's 48, it's also 51. Obviously. 17 and 9. 26.
You're back. You need something? Oh, yeah.
26 of these. We'll do a trick. I forgot these fucking things. Ah, shit. Seven. Okay.
You're back. You need something?
Four. No, two actually.
You're back. You need...
Blast and damnation.
Why is he fucking white? The dog, I mean. Why is he white? I put... what did I put on him? The Swift Runner paint. He's white now. Okay.
Perhaps I could have a try at that.
You're back. You...
Another visitor, the Maestro. Enjoy browsing my wares.
What sorts of goods do you have?
My cousin and I have trade connections all along the seaways. We have furniture, silks, carvings, and much more. Caesar handles the trade stock, I handle other affairs.
Do you need any help? Wink, wink.
No. Not yet. Perhaps one day.
Going for Felden, aren't you?
No, I am not. I am a trader at heart. My home is the road. But I was born past the waking sea in Antiva. It has been many, many years since I have seen her. But the road is a better mistress than my home city ever was.
What do you mean?
On the docks of Rialto, life is cheap. As cheap as the dockside ale and the soiled whores. You can live a longer life out here. And a wise man can make a comfortable fortune in time.
Are you wise? With the light Felden isn't exactly safe either, but that breeds opportunity.
Straightforward, predictable danger is refreshing to me. Any moment in Rialto, the streets can run red, and often do. I'd take Darkspawn any day. At least you can see them coming. Luck be to you, Warden.
Mage and my brother. Best be careful. Darkspawn are coming. Best be careful. Darkspawn are coming.
Don't believe the lies. Friends of the Grey Wardens assemble. The Emperor holds the key to resistance. The Griffins will rise again.
Message for you, my lord.
What?
More things to deliver. Goodbye.
Trial of the Cruise. The Leroy has given you a cryptic message saying that if you're interested in working for the Antiguan Crows, you should head to one of the back rooms of the Grand Noble. Okay. The politics of Ferelden. To our neighbors, Ferelden seems utterly chaotic. Unlike other monarchies, power does not descend from our throne. Rather, it rises from the support of the freeholders. Each freehold chooses a band or Jarl to whom it pays an allegiance. Typically, this choice is based on proximity of the freehold to a lord's castle, and it's worthless to pay your upkeep of soldiers who will arrive at your land too late to defend it. For the most part, each generation of freeholder casts his lot with the same band as their fathers did, but things can and do change. No formal oaths are sworn, and it is not unheard of, especially in the prickly central Bannerman, for bands to court freeholders away from their neighbors, a practice which inevitably gets feuds that last for ages. Terns arose from amongst the bands war leaders who in antiquity had grown powerful enough to move other bands to swear fealty to them. There were many Terns in the days before Calenhad, but he succeeded in whittling them down to only two, Warren in the south and Highever in the north. These Terns still hold the oaths of bands and Arls they shall call upon in the event of war or disaster. And similarly, the Terns still hold responsibility for defending those sworn to them. The Arls were established by the Terns, who given command of strategic fortresses that could not be overseen by the Terns themselves. Unlike the Terns, the Arls have no one sworn to them. They are simply somewhat more prestigious bands. The king is, in essence, the most powerful of the Terns. Although Denerim was originally the tenure of the king, it has since been reduced to an Arling, and the king's domain is now all of Ferelden. But even the king's power must come from the bands. Nowhere is this more evident than during the Landsmeet, an annual council for which all nobles of Ferelden gather, held for almost 3,000 years except odd interruptions during blights and invasions. The sight of a king asking for and working to win the support of lesser men is a source of constant wonder to foreign ambassadors. From Ferelden Folklore and History by Sister Petrine. Nevarra. The fourth time I attempted to cross the border into Nevarra from Orlais and was turned back by Chevaliers. I decided to take the more roundabout path, a trip back to Ferelden and then another to Nevarra. The outcome was more than worth the trouble. The whole country is filled with artistry, from the statues of heroes that litter the streets in even the meanest village to the glittering golden college of Mage in Cumberland. Perhaps nowhere is more astonishing than the vast necropolis outside Nevarra city. Unlike most other followers of Andraste, the Nevarrans do not burn their dead. Instead, they carefully preserve the bodies and seal them in elaborate tombs. Some of the wealthiest Nevarrans begin construction of their own tombs while quite young, and these become incredible palaces, complete with gardens, bathhouses, and ballrooms, utterly silent, kept only for the dead. From In Pursuit of Knowledge, The Trials of Brother Gingivitis. Alright.
Place for the wealthy noblemen to drunkenly lounge about and wait their turn to be pickpocketed? Marvelous.
Very innovative. Making a place for idiots to gather where they won't be underfoot.
My shift's nearly over. Thank Andraste.
What can I get you, stranger?
Anyone need help? Maybe with something not strictly legal? He glances around for prying eyes and then produces a few notes on behalf of interested parties. Correspondence interruptus. R has a small request. It's always useful to have a big name in your pocket, and there is nothing better than snuggling them with their knickers down. If in Trolls White someone were to come across notes between illicit lovers, I have certain specialists who can make the most of the texts. The lure to the bartender and an investment towards future manipulation will be handsomely paid. They require swift action. I have trouble. A few of my more excitable young associates got a little nervous during a couple of delicate handovers. Suffice to say, a little mess needs attention. Life is normally cheap, but if word gets out, there will be consequences. My men are under close watch, so I would be most grateful to someone willing to take care of this. Coin is assured. Q requests the following. The trolls of the new blood seem to find me. I've ruffled some feathers with my alternative tactics, and certain people have had me blacklisted by my primary suppliers. So I put this out to those enterprising friends who want an ally. And perhaps a little coin. Find 15 toxin extract samples will be more than enough to ensure I can continue building support. Simple, isn't it? Yes, it is.
What can I get you, stranger?
Toxin extract. Okay.
My cousin was sent to Ostagar before the battle. I hope he's all right.
Now we drink more!
Huh.
I'm a Crimson Ore. Which way you looking, or we'll rip your damned eyes out and piss in your skull! Another round for me men! Now we drink more! Next, drink to battle and victory!
Very well.
Notices of death. Warden! It's always a sad duty to report the deaths of those who have died in the service of the guild. Today this duty falls to you, should you accept it. In this letter, you will find the names of 4 women recently widowed and letters giving condolences for the loss of their husbands. All 4 men were killed doing the work of the regulars, and we mourn the deaths of all who die in service of our ideals. Please handle this task with discretion and care that I'm confident you possess in spades. You must deliver these notes to the wheels in Redcliffe, Lake Calenhat, and Denerim. Many thanks for this difficult task. My good people, we're facing war coming in from 2 fronts and everyone must contribute. The regulars are prepared to pay any man and woman who comes forth with a gift of 20 health poultices. No questions asked. If we work together, we can stock the regulars for war. I don't think I can do that. My dear lady, it is with great regret that I must inform you the death of your husband. He died as he lived, with the greatest honor, completing a task of vital importance to the guild. Rest assured that we will take vengeance on those responsible for his death. Please accept my condolences for your loss. Raelnor Wind Barrier.
Maker's blessings upon you, Warden.
There are 20 poultices, that's a lot. and I don't think I can do it.
Perhaps I could have a try at that.
No! I don't know. Armor penetration plus 4 dexterity, that's a good one. I don't think I'm going to keep it.
I noticed some dog drool in my pack this morning. Not that I like to make accusations, and I even appreciate the artistry behind a good burgle when I see it, to tell the truth. But leaving all that drool as evidence? Sloppy. I'll take that as an apology. I'm so glad you're pleased. It really is quite something to find such enthusiasm in one's companions. I agree. Go team. Hurrah!
Yes.
That's always an annoying task, Bottle. The Legend of Callinghad. Callinghad legends tell that Lady Shayna harbored a love for her king that went beyond friendship. A love that she had kept secret out of her sense of duty and honor. When offered a love potion by a witch in disguise, a witch who would later turn out to be the vengeance-seeking sister of Arl Simeon, Lady Shayna gave in to temptation. She used the potion on Callinghad, but Queen Mary discovered the two of them together that night and broken-hearted fled Denerim to return to her father. She told Myrddin everything, and he angrily threatened to revoke his support of Callinghad and begin a new civil war. It is said that Lady Shayna felt remorseful at her manipulation of her best friend's heart and confessed her use of the forbidden magic to the court. Although her life was forfeit, Callinghad forgave Lady Shayna for what she had done and refused to have her executed. Myrddin furiously roused the other Earls against Callinghad and Lady Shayna, and it was not long before Sir Ferelden stood in the brink of civil war once again. Against Callinghad's orders, Lady Shayna went alone to Meiring to plead for peace and plead her case. Shit. What? Only to be found out by Myrddin and slain. Angered but also saddened, Callinghad challenged Myrddin to an honor duel, a fight neither of them wanted but both knew was necessary. Myrddin was slain. The death of the king's greatest ally, an important Earl, was too much for the young kingdom to bear. The other Earls would not back down in their claims against Callinghad. The threat of civil war arose once again. Callinghad went to his wife one last time, then, although no one knew what he said to her, and then he simply vanished. He left with Meiring a proclamation abdicating his throne in favor of the son his queen carried in her belly, who eventually ascended to the throne as King Wayland I. The king created, establishing the Denerim dynasty, lasting to this day. Callinghad would never reappear. The legend of Callinghad himself only grew over time as stories and sightings multiplied, even long after the point when Callinghad could possibly still be alive. Some say he's appeared into the Kokari Wilds, or went to live with the dwarves, or even became a monk in a reclusive chantry order. The chantry named Callinghad one of the anointed in 788 Storm. Callinghad's sword, Nemetos, was left with Meirin and became a symbol of Ferelden kingship over the next century. Rumors of its magical powers grew, and when it was lost in the ambush that killed King Benedrin in 824 Blessed, it was seen as a great blow to the Denerim line. Several false swords have appeared since that time, but it was never... Never has the true sword resurfaced. From the Legend of Kalenhard by Borroder Herren, Chantry Scribe 10? Yeah, 10 blessed. Are they trying not to poop? It's a nice looking lady.
You hear about a note? Maybe we have some things we can talk about.
Just see the conversation stays civil. If this is a trap,
Zevran, is it? You are Talisan's responsibility. Other crows may try to kill you, but in my eyes,